and using the ultimate eye is on par with the Sharingan, 3-tome Sharingan.
Okay, then so then how we get out of so then what is he going to do to get out of Sasuke Genjutsu? Anything that he does as well too of that Sasuke can use? Because we're not showing. Go ahead.
We never see Sasuke use Genjutsu as a child.
That's true.
Damn.
I should have brought that up.
This man was cheating. I want a rematch.
Freestyle anime. Freestyle what? Freestyle what? Freestyle anime. Demon Slam, I catch him dog. Freestyling every time we talk. 1 piece away from fortune and fame. Can't switch up on the game, that's my ninja way. Ain't doing that talking, we got more to say. Write your name and number, gotta see your face. Better hit up Deco, hope he say the day. Better hit up Deco, hope he say the day. Freestyling about anime. Every day, freestyling about anime. Every day, freestyling about anime. Every day, every day, anime. I'm gone, I'm gone, I'm gone. Sorry with a slice, nigga, I'm gone. Sorry with a slice, nigga, I'm gone.
Yo, welcome back to another episode of Freestyle Anime Podcast, man. We back for another one, man. We in the debate chamber. Hey, I botched that word so bad. But anyways, y'all boys, we got some fun debates for you today, man.
Debate gulag.
Yup.
Debate chamber. We in debate heaven right now.
Yeah, the debate chamber. I like debate. But man, we got two guys up for you guys. We got a fun debate. Defend your favorite character, one of your favorite characters. Ty's gonna be up first. He got his favorite character already. CJ is gonna be the challenger. It is a gauntlet. Up next is me. Then it's Maul. Maul's here, man. I'm gonna let him say yo. I know y'all can't see us on camera.
Yo.
All right. So, Ty,
Explain the rules.
go ahead, give the rules.
All right, so it's King of the Hill, right?
Yep.
So we did a little round before this to pick who was going to be going first. I got the lucky short straw here. So I picked a character, right? And I'll let you know in a second who it was. So tell you now, I picked Denji, all right? So Denji is my character that I got to defend as these guys try to now pick characters to defeat him. Catches. It's got to be the weakest character they think can beat him. And we're going to keep going up. So like he's essentially in a gauntlet, pretty much. And I got to see if I can defend my boy against these three guys. And if I lose, I get kicked out. Somebody else going to take the hot seat. Their character is the new champion. They got to stay on the hill, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So first up is CJ here. And he's going to try and see if he's got somebody who can beat Denji.
All right.
Go ahead and pick up your mic just a little bit for me, Ty. Just a little higher. There you go. There you
All
go,
right,
Ty.
so I'm coming on with the weakest person I think that could beat Denji, and this person just came to mind. I'm gonna go ahead and say Killua.
Killua?
Yeah.
You think Killua can beat Denji?
Yes, I feel like Killua could beat Denji, and I'm just gonna get right into it and say why. We seen Denji get work when he was doing the training with old boy from the organization who was just a normal human, really. Him and Power was getting work. I feel like Killua with his assassin knowledge, his nin ability, his speed, and his just ferocity. Ferocity? I said it right the first time. Ferocity of his echo walk. Yeah, he just has too much in his bag. I feel like Denji's not going to be able to keep up. Of course, Denji has a healing factor, of course. Mm-hmm. But I feel like Killua could just, if we really want to get into it, basically KO him long enough, keep him down long enough for him to win this fight. Because it's just like, I don't feel like Denji has enough speed to even go against Killua.
You see, my counter to that now is that Denji has way more stamina than Killua has. When he was fighting the Eternity Devil, he was fighting for 3 days straight. 3 days straight, constantly going at. We've seen Killua tap out before. He's going up against Yuppie. Oh, I'm out of energy. Time to bounce. Time to get out of there, right? Because even though he got the needle removed, Killua still, he don't really like to fight unless he needs to. He really needs to, right? True. So all I'm saying is I think Denji could definitely outlast Killua in that sense. So he gets tired, he slips up, well, he's dead. Simple as that.
So here's my thing. You're trying to do the attrition route, but I feel like Killua could take out Denji in a short enough time that it wouldn't even get that far. He would take out Denji like 4 or 5 times. Don't get me wrong. Denji has a healing factor. So do I think Killua could kill Denji? No, but do I think he could beat him in a fight? Yes. And I think that's what that's the spirit of the argument here. Are we saying killing or just beating a fight?
I mean, I would assume beating in the fight in this case.
Okay, so
but
yeah, I definitely feel like Killua would, with his Echo Walk, without Denji's not the smartest person. Killua has battle IQ for days. I feel like Killua could dismember Denji long enough where it'll just take him too long to real.
You see, my thing is with that, I think people really sleep on Denji's intelligence. He's not the brightest bulb when it comes to like academic knowledge, but he is a good fighter. The amount of devils that he has to go up against, devils that can do all sorts of weird, wacky, out of the box things, similar to Nen, but to me, it's way crazier.
I doubt that.
Nah, very much so. Especially, I want to get into spoilers. We're sticking anime only, purely anime only.
Anime only.
But I'm saying, even still, Denji's is very intelligent with how he's able to think through and overcome a lot of these devils that he's fighting. And he's been fighting devils for a long time. Ever since he was a kid. And when he found Pochita, he's been fighting devils that whole time.
Yeah.
So he's got just as much experience as Killua, if not a little bit more.
No. Killua was being trained since birth. Come on now.
Yeah, but how old is Killua?
Killua was like 12? 12. But how old is Denji? 16? A couple years older?
So I'm saying they probably got around the same amount of experience.
Killua was trained by birth, went to level 200 as a 4-year-old in the Tower of Heaven, right? Denji was dismantled in a garbage can for a little bit of time.
He was in the trenches, bro. Whoa,
You know what I'm saying?
That was the first episode at the end of it. And
yeah, and he was already, 16? Yeah, he was killing.
Because he got
devils.
jumped.
Hey, bro, by zombies. Killua would have walked out of there easily. Killua would have took out all the zombies and walked out of there
Hey,
easily.
that's what we're talking about. We're not talking about episode 1 Denji.
But listen, I understand. I'm saying Killua has more experience. He's faster. Killua, with the battle IQ, you was trying to say that the devils have weirder techniques than the nin users. I disagree wholeheartedly. When we seen Killua go against someone who was throwing fish darts and the darts was magically appearing on his body, and he somehow just thought of, I'm just gonna have my body react to it as soon as it manifests. Caught it. And broke it. And put it back on his head before the person could even realize it. And he thought he beat Killua. Killua was too smart for this. Okay. When he was getting sniped, he was able to figure out where the sniper was shooting him from.
Now, I just want to say, for the dart thing real quick, I feel like people kind of overhyped that one a little bit. Literally, having a dartboard on his body was like, we're going to attack here at this time. So obviously, yes, he's going to be able to be like, okay, if they're going to attack there at that time, let me stop the attack from happening that time before I get hit.
Let me ask you this. Do you know how darts is played?
Yes, you have to get up to. It depends on what the point total you're going up to is. Whatever that point total is, you have to throw darts at the board and add up to that point total.
In certain spots, though, he had to figure out, because once again, Killua literally just fought a sniper, was badly injured from that, right? Fought the octopus, almost died by falling in the water. He still had to figure out. He's just getting pierced by fish. He don't know what's going on. He still had to figure that out. Like, oh, I'm getting hit in specific spots that correlate to a dartboard. Who I don't even see Killua play darts.
No, first of all, just knowing how to play darts is not that crazy. Second of all, he had it like tattooed on him pretty much. He could see it on his body.
Yeah, because he couldn't see it. He was mentally imagining the dartboard on his body.
Maybe he got me there. Maybe he got me there.
Oh, okay. He got him. He up out of there. He
Fair enough.
mentally visualized the dartboard
I just
on
remember
his body.
seeing it. I remember seeing it, but I didn't remember that. Okay, I thought that was part of the Nen ability.
So he was just like, oh, I got it. I see what he's doing.
Man, I should fact check that.
Damn.
I'll give it to you for
Fact
now.
check.
I'll give it to you for now.
All right, guys.
All right.
So Ty
Round
is
one.
out of there. That is round 1. Ty's character Denji did not make it past the first start.
I'm just saying, Killua was faster. He has way more training. He just smarter. Denji, like I said, when Denji was getting trained by I forgot his name. I'm sorry, but I forgot his name. When him and Power came up with that plan that they thought was foolproof, that man's regular. He don't even got no powers,
All right.
and he still killed Denji.
Thank you, sir. Ty, for you, bro, I was gonna go with Inosuke or Thorfinn if you didn't beat CJ, but CJ got you, so that's it, man.
This is my new mic.
They can't even hear you.
Oh,
All right.
this is my new mic.
Well, I'm up to take CJ down. His character survived.
Yeah, come
Let's see
on.
if we
Who
can
you
get
got
up
for
to-
Killua?
I'm going with Heal. Heal from Yu Yu Hakusho. Heal.
You mean Hiei?
Hiei. My bad. Hiei from Yu Yu Hakusho. He's on the wall over there. He's,
right
yeah.
there. Mr.
The OG versus the new.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the same writer.
It is the same writer.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
To me, Killua was basically a copy of Hill. If we be honest, he's a downgrade version.
Relax.
But we're talking about, like you said earlier, Kid Assassin versus the real assassin, the shadow assassin from the demon realm, which is Hill. I think his power, his agility, his speed matches Killua, or might be even a bit faster. I think when he used his dragon twister, I don't see Killua have anything that could match that.
He just moves out the way. Have we ever seen Hiei moving faster than lightning? Someone fact check that.
Plenty of time. Him fighting Yusuke. Come on, man. Him fighting Yusuke.
Yusuke's faster than lightning too? I don't think so. I mean, I remember that one time when they was running in the demon world, and it was just like, it's gonna take us 3 days to get here if we run a max speed.
But still, though, how many times he got hit with a spirit bomb, a close spirit bomb with spirit gun by Yusuke? That's at least light, if you think about that.
I mean, I wouldn't call it a laser, but I guess
it's light though.
It's a. I don't know about that one. Is it light?
It's light.
Is spirit gun light? I don't know, but Killua, I feel like this is actually a pretty good matchup. I feel like Hiei and Killua are very similar. You right? They both are very much assassins. They both gonna go for the kill first. Killua, I still want to kind of give the battle IQ to, because we seen Killua in more predicaments where he has to figure something out. Like when he goes against Yuppie, when he goes against when he had to fight now I'm blinking. When he had to get away from his family, when he had to fight the ants, like I said earlier when I was washing Thai. I just feel like he has a little more battle experience, because I feel like he relies too much on his power where Killua actually thinks. Also, Killua has extreme pain tolerance. He has extreme I wouldn't say a healing factor, because he doesn't have a healing factor, but I just feel like the Nin armor might be able to protect him from the Black Dragon attack. Yeah,
but to me, I'll push back on his IQ ability, because I feel like he has a secret weapon, which is that third eye that he pulls out. So at the same time, him keeping up and watching Killua, his movements, I feel like the speed factor with I believe how he flash steps side to side. So I don't know how Killua would be able to keep up with that.
Well, see, he flashed step side to side, but Killua could encircle him with the echo step. Let's not forget, echo step is pretty dope. He almost had Netero use his other hand. I ain't gonna lie. Or was that gone?
That was gone. That was gone.
That was gone.
Because Killua actually did tap out.
Right.
So I feel like at least with Hiei, he has, to me, more experience. He was an assassin. He was hired multiple times to go after the main character Yusuke. So I feel like from the Shadow Realm, he might have more durability. And he got tested, to me, in a better tournament than what Killua was, where you can kind of make Killua give up in certain aspects.
I don't think you could kind of. I mean,
yeah.
If he thinks it through, I feel like Killua got it most of the time. I don't really see Killua giving up, except for like when he was going against Yuppie. He was running out of energy, but he knew that he had Yuppie in the speed department, and he was able to do his guerrilla tactics, which is once again battle IQ. Yeah. If you know you can't beat the person straight up, you have to do what you have to do. You know what I'm saying?
But then no, I think another thing is Hiei is more, to me, a little bit more cold-blooded if you think about it, right?
Than Killua?
Yes.
Killua handed somebody his own heart.
Yes, but Hiei actually was willing to take life too, just like him.
Yeah.
Where there's a point in Hunter x Hunter that even Killua knew he couldn't go past, which is the point that Gon got. He even was starting to be rational. With Hiei, there's points when he first showed up on scene, he wasn't reasonable. He was ready to take everybody's life. So I think in a fight with both of them, I feel like he has a little bit more step than Killua does, just to take him out.
I don't know. Because I understand what you're saying with Killua being a little more reasonable than Gon, but he was only reasonable to Gon. Everybody else he just murdered.
Yes, up after he found out. I mean, after his relationship with Gon, it kind of like affected him a little bit.
A little bit, yeah. He understands what like having a friend is now. But like, if you wasn't a part of the group, the gang, which is Kurapika, Gon, and Leonario, I don't think Killua really cared about you like that.
He didn't care about you as soon as he pulled up. Even when he did get contract with Yusuke, he said he's only doing this out, but I want my one-on-one back. I want that.
Yeah, he lost against Yusuke.
Yeah, but still, he still wouldn't take no L's. Yes,
What else Killua took?
His brother many times. His parents many times. His mom hung them up on the wall. We've never seen Hill in that situation.
Since when you gonna hit your own mom, bro? Come on now. Come on, man. You're not gonna hit your own
He
mom.
did when he first escaped. His mom was thanking him and clapping for him, saying, "Oh, good stuff." When I think right time his
still
mom
did
stabbed
escape.
him in the eye or something. He stabbed his mom in the eye or something like that. Yeah,
He did still escape.
yeah, but still, when he got brought back, he got brought back. His brother put him in his place, but we never seen Hill do that. And the thing is, I also think, for example, right, with the dragon, what does Killua have that he could do to stop that dragon? Because if he gets hit with it, what can he do to
I feel
stop
like
that?
Killua should be fast enough to be able to dodge that dragon.
Yeah, but Hill could use that at least, I think, twice, if I believe. Twice.
He gonna have to plan for the second time. First time's not hitting Killua. Second time he gonna have to plan if he wants.
But that's what I'm saying. The third eye watching and keeping up with Killua's move, he'll be able to make predictions on how to take him down. I'm just saying, what you got?
That third eye.
That
That
third eye is
eye.
going to be a problem.
It is going to be a slight problem.
And I think with the third eye, he could do a power with it. I just can't remember, but I think he could do some type of move with the third eye. I think he like
The third eye will be a problem, but I don't think that Killua would allow that to be like detrimental to his. That I don't think Killua will allow that to be detrimental to the fight.
I think he will, bro.
I don't think he
And
will.
on top of that, one thing I didn't bring, the sword. How's Killua going to defend himself against a sword? Because he does have a sword to pull out, and he has a couple different moves with that sword as well, too.
Yeah, but it's just a sword.
Come on, bro.
Killua fight people with swords all the time.
Who? He fight nobody.
Dang, what's his name? The cuz that's always with from the Phantom Troop. What was his name?
Phaeton?
No, not Phaeton. Is it Phaeton?
Yeah.
No, not him. Not the one that everybody thinks is a part of his family. The other guy.
Man,
Nobunaga.
like I said, I feel like with battle
Nobunaga.
experience,
Nobunaga.
the moves, he is more battle tested. I think he'll get the job done against Killua easy. I think he'll get the job done. It's a good fight, but I think Hill will get him.
I feel like he might edge out Killua. I'll take that.
Yeah, okay.
He edge out Killua. I don't think Killua's going down that easy just because, like I said, battle IQ. But I ain't gonna lie, this nigga does have a lot of powers.
Yes, he do.
I'll give that.
Y'all let me know how I did. I don't remember all the powers. That's since 1990, bro.
I haven't watched what's it called in years. I'm trying to remember his powers too. I don't know.
Nah,
Go ahead and stop
Rico's
that,
kind of
bro.
cooking you, Loki.
I'm going with. I don't know he's gonna be able to. I don't think he's gonna win though. But I'm going with Kid Sasuke.
Kid Sasuke? Ooh, this is a good fight. Damn. All right. Here's why I think he could beat Kid Sasuke. One, for sure, he has a demon body, so his body's variable, durable. On top of that, I think the telepathy that he could probably play mind games with Sasuke. Hypnosis with the Dragon Eye. He is a master of the Dragon Eye. Kid Sasuke didn't really master his eyes yet, and he did still lack experience, which is why he left the Lee village to go chase for somebody to teach him more.
I hear
so
you,
I
but
think with at the time where Hiei is with the speed, he is faster than Kid Sasuke to me.
No, stop, Cap. So if you want to bring up speed, we saw Sasuke himself when he awakened the 2 stone. At that time, no 3 stone when they were going Naruto. Two stone. No, I'm talking about when he opened the 3-1 at that time. When
okay.
And the final, in the very first.
Opened the third one into Naruto's fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. With Naruto fight, and we can say it's safe to say that the speed that Naruto, and we just talking about chakra Naruto, not even cloak one to Naruto, how fast he was moving. I don't even think he even keep up with that speed. And Sasuke was able to see that speed and track that speed and see it as if it was like slow motion. He is not capable of, I don't know here that much, but I don't think is he capable of tracking where even someone moving that, they can see it in slow motion. So for when it comes to speed wise and reaction, nah, it ain't touching Sasuke when it comes to that. It's
No, I
not.
definitely think it's touching Sasuke.
No, hell
Especially
nah.
with
Because
somebody coming from the demon realm. I definitely.
Hold on. Don't talk over each other.
Yeah.
Don't talk over each other.
And the reason I say, and the reason about the main ability is to read and predict. He is not moving fast enough that Sasuke is not able to not read his move.
Yes, he is. So I definitely think with Sasuke, durability wise, he takes that because he has a demon body. Let's just get that out the way.
Okay.
He's from the demon realm. Sasuke still at that time is still human. He still did not have a great durability, so he can get hurt. Which is why we seen when Naruto went, I think, into the Two Tails when they were in the water. He started getting pieced up. He started getting hit with combos. Oh, he was seeing everything though. But what about those combos that he was getting hit with? What was he doing then?
Okay, when it comes to durability, this is capped because due to the fact he has the curse energy will allow him to have more energy as well too.
He buffed up and he still was getting pieced by
No,
Naruto.
that-
We've
no.
seen him get hit with the best combo attack. It is memed every time online.
And
This
let me ask
nigga
you
got
this, and
hit.
you trying to tell me Hill was able to survive that?
Yes.
What Hill doing to able to survive something like that when he wants the full curse energy as well to go there? And also, what he's going to do is the fact that can Hill react to lightning fast ability, because what he's going to do about the Chidori? That's a lightning.
Oh, he can revive to it. I mean, react to it.
How?
First of all, how is Sasuke going to handle somebody like Toguro, which we seen Toguro is way stronger than Kid Naruto, first of all, and he had to go up against that. And how is he going to handle that? Spirit Bomb.
gun.
Hey,
Gun.
Yes. Spirit Gun. Spirit Gun is damn near the same speed or faster. So yes, he is going to. Yes,
really?
he is. Yes.
No,
Think
it's
about
not. No, it's not.
I don't know if Spirit Gun how fast it is.
I don't know
it's
about
not
that one.
the same.
Fact check that for
It's
me.
not
I'ma
the
fact
same.
check that.
You're
Fact check
talking
that for
about
me.
something that's lightning speed, okay?
Yes, we
No.
heard you. Lightning speed. But that wasn't as strong as when Sasuke had at the end of the series. That lightning speed was still relatively something even Kakashi could deal with.
No.
Yes. At that time, yes.
No.
Yes. Yeah.
I disagree.
When they were
because-
fighting on the water, Kakashi
No,
couldn't deal with that.
you're talking about underwater. When
No,
you
I'm
talk-
saying underwater and everything, not under. I'm just
Okay.
saying when they were fighting there.
above water, when they
Yeah.
were fighting above water at that time and everything, when Sasuke went ahead and did that Chidori
Yeah.
and everything with the curse energy, no, I don't think Kakashi at that time would probably be able to handle it, because even Kakashi himself was still getting better with his own Sharingan. So I disagree with that. That's another sidetrack story. And also, there's nothing that you're telling me that shows that, hey, you know what you're, even though is a buff of Sasuke chakra when he goes to curse energy, we just talking about when he only just got the marks. When he goes full on, he got both wings. What is there to show that Hill's able to
When he
cover
goes
that?
full on, he got both wings. That's still kind of, if I'm remembering correctly, it still kind of buffered him down a little bit. He couldn't stay there too long.
What does he?
That's why he had to go with to Orochimaru to get more control of it, didn't he not?
No, that's where he went to go train. We're talking about the kid Naruto. All right,
Yeah.
I'm a kid.
I know, but I'm saying he went because the curse mark, he still couldn't fully control the full powers of
Whether
it.
he
had to get
at
more
that time,
training.
even though
So
he couldn't fully control.
we're
at that
talking
time.
about somebody who's already.
Hey, stop talking over each other, my
You're
guys.
right, you're right. Go ahead.
One after another,
I got
please.
Thank you, sir.
Go ahead, go
We're
ahead.
talking about somebody who's already
Go ahead.
established the understanding of their powers, or at least who is someone who has killed someone already. Sasuke ain't killed nobody. So we're talking about Hiei, who's cold blooded, who's gonna go in for the kill. Sasuke ain't dealing with none of that.
Listen,
He's-
this is
Hold on.
All right.
Here's the thing that I know. Sasuke's mental warfare, the minute Itachi pops up or something pops up about Itachi, he breaks down already.
No.
So what I'm saying does he not?
No.
That's not necessarily true.
Yes.
Okay,
No.
okay,
no.
okay.
Listen, first of all, we're gonna talk about you saying straight about Toguro. How strong Toguro is? Sasuke went against the ultimate defense of Gaara, and he was able to penetrate that. Okay, penetrate that.
Mo, I know you've seen them shoulder football pads
You
into a
can tell
girl's
me-
body.
you can tell me
Ain't
you don't
no
show
way
it.
Sasuke's penetrating to that.
Huh?
He's not penetrating towards that.
What do you mean, Sasuke? You can tell me Sasuke not penetrated that. See, in fact, you can tell me it's the ultimate defense. If the ultimate defense of Gaara-san, who can block Black Fangs of Orochimaru, and Sasuke himself was able to penetrate that, fam.
That was Gaara and Shippuden.
Yes.
Huh?
Thank you.
Shippuden
That was not
Gaara.
Kid. That was
That
not
wasn't Kid Gaara.
That wasn't Kid Gaara. Thank you,
No,
sir.
what I'm saying is this though: if the Black Fan that grew up to that.
Yes. The Black Flame is different.
What I'm saying is that even though the Black Fan is different, what I'm saying is Gaara Fan grew up to that where is able to
Gaara's
stop Black.
flame?
I mean not Gaara.
What
Gaara
you saying,
San.
Sasuke?
Gaara San.
But that's in Shippuden. We talking about Kid Sasuke.
but
Stay on
listen,
topic
Hey,
here.
let him talk.
Go ahead. Let me finish. All right. If Gaara San was able to, by the time in Shippuden, was able to stop Black Flames, and based Naruto, nothing showed us outside of Rock Lee opening the gates showed that hey, anybody can penetrate that sand, and Sasuke was the only person to do that. Can you name anybody else?
Well, I'm not arguing who could do that in the show. We arguing about
Kimimaro.
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 The bone guy.
Oh, okay, the bone guy.
First of all, one thing I'm gonna say is right.
Hold
Go
on.
ahead.
We're talking. So that's that. Then also, what? Nothing you have shown me that saying that what is Hill can do to stop Sasuke pretty much one hit kill of the Chidori. That thing.
Oh yeah, for sure. The dragon. Literally, if he pulls the dragon with his sword, that is stopping it. It's a massive destruction. So it's more than just it's little Sasuke when he had to fight. What's the dude with the tongue in his that destruction bomb he put?
That's also Shippuden.
I know, but I'm just saying. I'm saying Data. The destruction that Data did. Hiei's dragon bomb can do something similar to that.
About? What is the dragon? What dragon?
That's Cap.
Bro, we gotta look at the flame, bro.
Yeah, I don't know.
Data's
The
bomb
dragon
was
bomb.
10.
No. I'm not saying it's the same size. I'm saying similar, as in smaller than it, but not the same. I'm saying the destruction level is 2 tiers below. 2 tiers below. Kid Sasuke can't handle that.
I don't know if that's facts. I don't know.
We talking about.
Even Ty's looking at that like, what does that mean?
Yeah, and also I don't know how strong this stuff that he's talking about because we seen what Sasuke able to do with the.
If you don't know how,
man.
if I know both characters and you don't know the strength of what
But
I'm
I'm
talking
asking
about,
you to
wait.
compare it
If you
to.
don't know what the strength of what I'm saying with my character, how can then you deem that Sasuke would win?
Because what I've been able to show and demonstrate. You told me about ultimate defense of Toguro. So far, I've been able to talk about ultimate defense and Naruto, and at least come back that and show what Sasuke able to do. Right? You're talking about a power destruction of something that you're saying the dragon can do that's compared to Dera and Shippuden talking about 2 tiers down. What I'm supposed to imagine where Sasuke had to summon a freaking snake to get out of state. He literally had to summon a freaking snake to get out of that.
Once again, that's
attack.
Shippuden.
I understand
Yeah.
that's Shippuden, but he's comparing that to make me understand that saying that's 2 tiers down. How I'm supposed to
Okay.
Yeah, but
This
real
is
quick,
one thing.
Wait, real quick. Just to add a little fact check, I was looking up for a little minute there for the spirit gun. There's a lot of debate on it, whether it's light speed or like around the speed of sound, give or take. So
Yeah.
somewhere within there. Yeah, it's very inconsistent.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so
Where's
so thank you for
Ty,
saying
can
that,
you
Ty.
fact check?
So that
Was-
shows this then, Ty.
Was the Chidori light speed at that time already?
Chidori is not light speed.
Thank you. Okay. What speed is it then?
Chidori gives the person a speed boost. The only thing I could think of is when Kakashi first started using Chidori, he was able to cut lightning in half. That's why he calls it specifically a lightning cutter. So I'm gonna just assume that it's on lightning speed.
So it's not light speed, sir. The one thing I want to say is, is there any time in the show that Kid Sasuke got out of hypnosis?
What do you mean? There's nothing show that he can. There's also shows.
I'm just asking.
My question.
Also, Chidori is also just based on the user speed himself because yes, it gives you a speed boost, but it's not like an attack that shoots out. The person still has to run.
That's even
So,
that
yeah,
helps
perfect.
Sasuke even better then.
He's
That
not
show-
faster than Hiei.
Yes.
No, he's not. No, he's not. Not Kid Sasuke is not faster than Hiei, bro. Be for real, bro. Come on. He's not faster than Hiei. Adult Sasuke, yes. But Kid Sasuke, no, bro. Be for real right now, fam. He is not faster than Hiei. Like I said, Hiei could put him under
you're talking about
hypnosis.
yo, you really
No, but Rico, you got to quantify that. You got to give us the best speed feat that you think of Sasuke and justify why you think it's
Yes,
faster.
because
Okay, the best speed feat I could just to show is Flash Step. I don't think anything that.
From Naruto, what have you seen Sasuke do that makes you think he's slower than Hiei? Or what have you seen Hiei do that makes you think he's faster than Sasuke?
yeah.
Oh, I think with him being able to teleport in and out behind
can do that.
people. No, but at the speed that he could do it, I don't think Sasuke could do that.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, what do you mean by this? You got to tell us what he did. Specific, like,
Oh, when he first fought Yusuke, he was teleported multiple times to the point where Yusuke
Sasuke
thought it
can
was
do that.
multiple people, basically.
When he fought Gaara, he was doing that. He literally pretty much almost replicated what Rock Lee was doing.
Yeah.
Okay. But like I still said, hypnosis, you never put...
That makes sense. How many times you said okay? Say it again from the camera.
I didn't say it multiple times.
You said okay.
I went to my point. Hypnosis. How can he get out of hypnosis? You
Once
didn't
again,
count
that
that.
nigga gonna stop that. How you gonna get out by getting jutsu, nigga?
No.
Hey. Stop yelling over each other. It's hard to understand what y'all both saying.
But like I said, hypnosis. He still hasn't proven to me how he's gonna get out of hypnosis.
Put him on hypnosis. You can't even put him in hypnosis. Nothing like genjutsu, and I'm a master of that. How you gonna stop me from stopping you?
Okay, once again, you're bringing stuff that teacher master it at the end of the show, not when he was a kid. He was
Even
not
as
a
a
master.
kid, nothing showed.
No, he was not.
Even as a kid, even
The
nobody.
three told me Sharingan can see through Genjutsu.
Yeah, thank you. And also, even I'm gonna tell you, base Naruto, in base Naruto, we never. I think only maybe once we only saw Sasuke trap. No, I think even at all, Sasuke never been trapping against Jutsu. No, even at never.
Even with when his brother pulled up.
That was before he got the 3
that
told
was
me.
before. Outside
Okay.
of his brother, he never been trapping against Jutsu.
So he has before.
Okay, once again, outside
but-
of his brother.
Okay, so
And his brother, but
Okay, but
which his
what
brother
is the-
put on a man Gecko Sharingan and used it.
No, I'm just saying, for Hiei's hypnosis, did anybody ever break out of it, or what was the use case
The
for it?
only person I believe earlier in the show that broke out of it was Yusuke, but I forgot how he broke out of it. But majority of characters he put under it, they're in the hypnosis, pretty much.
Nah,
Let me fact check that. Go ahead.
hypnosis ain't stopping Sasuke, fam. Nah.
For the sake of argument, I am going to side with Maul. I think Sharingan can see through hypnosis.
Okay. I got energy deduction. Not playing. Energy You check that for me, Ty.
Nah, I got that. I just think Sasuke just got that no matter what, man.
I don't
Too
think
much
so.
hacks, yes.
Nah.
Too much hacks.
So
Ah,
they
just
both
say-
not going to yield, bro. Ty, you got to step in.
Nah, I'm gonna give it to
No.
Mom. I'm gonna give it
So
to Mom.
I'm
but
looking it up. I don't
so.
think Hiei has hypnosis.
He does.
It says telepathy, the ability to influence minds, but it's not
I
hypnosis.
don't know.
Influence
It was
minds, I
mine.
think is what they're talking about.
Yeah, but I'm still thinking a young, fragile Sasuke. I think he could influence his mind, bro.
When you're saying young and fragile, keep in mind his mind didn't really get mental and fragile until his brother showed up a second. When his
Fam.
brother showed up.
If Orochimaru was able to convince him, with barely trying,
bruh,
to come train,
But my
No,
thing
okay,
is,
but
no.
okay, fair enough.
It was okay. I understand when you say that, but my thing is, I feel like until Itachi showed up and pretty much whooped the dog shit out of him, and he was just like, I really need to go lead a leaf and go seek Orochimaru.
yeah, and then
Because-
also when Naruto whooped the dog shit out, of him, he realized he also had to leave for that reason too. He knew at then, like, oh shit, I did not know Naruto was this strong. He even said it as he was getting whooped underwater. Come on, bro. But you got that.
Tie your back up.
Man, nobody's been able to stay on the hill. Sheesh.
Wait, CJ's not ready.
I gotta hear this.
I'm back again. Another attempt. This
That's
time
fine.
I'm going with Toto from JJK
Okay.
versus Kid Sasuke.
All right, go
All
ahead.
right. So I'm gonna start off. First off, you already know Toto got a way higher IQ. Self-attested, but way higher IQ. And we seen him use it too. He figures things out in an instant, right? Second of all, I already know Sasuke. Sasuke get confused from these little Naruto ninja tricks, but man, he ain't.
What little tricks?
That's the sound of him getting his cheese clapped in that fight there.
Hey yo.
Hey, I ain't mean it like that. All I'm saying. All I'm saying is,
After that Mahito fight, that was wild for you, bro.
Oh wow, bro.
I'm just saying, bro. I already know Sasuke. He getting packed up instantly just based off that alone. Because all Toto needs is a couple good cursed energy hits on him, and he's got that cursed energy ability to like resist impacts too. He got it.
What do you mean resist impact?
Like, you know, they can like use cursed energy in order to resist. Same way how he's taking hits from these like massively powerful, huh?
Go ahead.
Same way he's taking attacks from like all these other cursed beings. He's a master of using his cursed energy. He's very good at it.
Okay. Well,
5.
first thing that we're gonna discuss though, what we're gonna
I
talk
started
about.
counting. I started counting.
Yeah, I'm all
All right,
positive.
first thing we're gonna talk about though is I don't know what this clap because if Toto ever step up hand to hand, yeah, he getting clapped because by Sasuke with these fists because Sasuke definitely with taijutsu and everything like that is not seeing him. Come on, these boys been training since they were kids, going to war and everything like that. And when it comes to hand to hand combat, come on now.
Yes,
You
for
see-
sure Sasuke is not seeing him. He agrees.
Yeah, he got
He
you.
caught you on that. You said that. That's what you said.
Oh, that's what I said. Oh man, I meant to sit there and say Toto's not seeing Sasuke. Because when it comes to that, like I just said to say, like when it comes to that, no, it's not even close. It's not even close. Like,
Give me some feet.
huh? Give you some feats. Some feats when it comes to that is, first of all, we saw. Damn, hold up, I can't say that one.
Oh, spoilers? Spoilers?
Huh?
Talking spoilers?
No, Naruto is done. And I'm about to set myself up.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Hey, bro, Ma, you on thin ice? Hurry up.
Ma, you on Fire
All right.
Watch?
So when it comes to on top of feats, when it comes to hand-to-hand combat, when it comes to base Naruto Sasuke, no one was seeing him when it comes to tuning exam. Oh, when it came to that, well, I forgot the guy who he went again from the Sound Ninja. Was he from the Sound Ninja from that time in the tuning exam when he went behind the guy and kicked him in the air and stuff like that?
Kabuza?
No.
That was Leaf Ninja, but he was like a special Leaf Ninja. We never see him again. He was talking about the guy who could, I believe he could absorb chakra. He's the guy with the glass. He was a no-name
Oh,
gas
yeah,
kid.
yeah, I know who you're talking about. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Barrage first.
Then on top of that, we saw with Sasuke when he released his curse mark, when that nigga done broke buddy arm, bro, done and the twin arm. Bro, they look like you like these arms so much, they so precious to you. It's like, yo, we seen the strength of capability that what Sasuke even has. So even when it comes to hand to hand, how strong of Toto might be, I think Sasuke even got that because we talking about tuning exam and we got even closer to the end of Sasuke full curse mode. Look, we saw what Sasuke was doing, man. Literally almost destroying. I'm not gonna sit to say mountain, but literally parts of the mountains when they were fighting with Naruto.
What I'm saying is, none of that really matters. We already know in Naruto, one of the most busted jutsu they ever talk about is substitution jutsu, right? And Toto got that built in. Anything that Sasuke tried to do, swap,
Sasuke
be
got
gone.
that too.
Yeah.
No, but I'm just saying, first of all, it's a little bit weird in Naruto how they got to set it up
Okay,
and
it doesn't
everything.
matter.
But what
It's
I'm
the
saying is
same thing,
Toto
though.
always got instantly.
Okay,
Instantly, he
what
gone.
does that
Any combo
mean?
Sasuke tries to do, gone.
It's the same
Sasuke
thing
tried
for
to trap him with the
Sasuke too, though.
Sharingan,
Sasuke,
gone.
it's the same thing.
No, it's not.
No. First of all, I do not agree that Toto is going to be reacting fast enough that Sasuke cannot keep up. I totally disagree there.
Because the thing-
I disagree with that. There's nothing shows that. Because come on, what is showing that in JJK level that outside what Gojo can do, that shows that hey, people are able to predict and read other people's tactics like the Sharingan. Outside of what Gojo can
That's
do.
not what I'm saying. The point that I'm making now is that Toto's ability specifically allows him to teleport and bypass the tracking of the Sharingan. If he teleports behind him, what's Sasuke gonna do with that? You don't know where he went. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying Toto can use his ability to do things that the Sharingan's not able to track.
I disagree on that. That's hell. No, because let's say for example, right? If someone want to do a teleport into jutsu, that we've seen the Sharingan able to stop that because once the person get ready to do that, the person can the person who had the Sharingan to interpret that. And one thing about Toto, he needs to fucking clap. Or he needs to do whatever you call it, whatever
Boogie
woogie. Yes. So Sasuke can react and stop that. We've seen that multiple times. That when the Sharingan, when people try to do some form of jutsu, whether it's this or anything, Sasuke even said to himself, "Hey, because you need to put your hand together, my eye can always see that.
Yes,
So therefore, I can track that."
just because he sees it about to happen, and then again, Toto is a very intelligent fighter.
You're not.
If he
But
know-
you're not. I can track it though. You totally disagree. You're not in the fact that I still can track it.
No,
though.
but what I'm saying is that isn't gonna have an implication on the fight itself because Toto's just gonna use it
But
to
you
his
just said
advantage.
because I can't track it though. If I can track your black ass, whoop your black ass.
Two separate things, bro. Nah, chill. Two separate things.
It's the same thing.
No,
if
it's
I can
not.
track your ass, I can beat you.
Can I make my point? I'm saying two separate things. What I'm saying is when he's able to use the ability, then Sasuke can't keep tabs on that. But in the instances where Sasuke figures out what's going on, Toto's gonna use that to his effect. He's gonna make it seem like he's but I'm just saying, Toto's done that kind of stuff all the time. Where he pretends to teleport, he teleports different things. He starts off.
You know why?
Wait, let me finish.
Go ahead.
He starts off by only teleporting him and like other people, and then after a bit, he's like, "Oh, I can also teleport objects in here. Oh, let me just run and grab this weapon. I'm back now with this thing now." I'm saying Toto uses his abilities incredibly. Sasuke tries to throw anything. Clap. Now Sasuke's coming. Bah! Like I'm just saying, Toto has all sorts of different ways to use his ability to his advantage and take what Sasuke thinks is an analytical strength and turn it into a weakness.
Can I jump in? Go ahead. You said something along the line and say by the time Sasuke figure it out and let's say he getting ready to clap and he throw a punch, he can dodge that. I'm gonna stop that. In base Naruto, we saw Zabuza versus Kakashi, right? And we saw Zabuza and mid-jutsu stop. And Kakashi anticipate what he was going to do. And you trying to tell me Sasuke not going to anticipate and do that with Toto?
I'm not sure what scene you're talking about.
Remember when Sasuke versus Kakashi versus Zabuza, right? And they finally and first Kakashi was trapped and he escaped, right? Zabuza was getting ready to do a jutsu, right? And as he's getting ready to do jutsu, Kakashi started copying him, and that's in base. And Kakashi finished it because Zabuza stopped, and Kakashi finished it and still was able to finish the jutsu even though Zabuza didn't finish his.
That's true.
And you're trying to tell me, you're trying to tell me that Sasuke would not be able to go ahead and figure that out with Toto, even if you're getting ready to clap or say he don't clap, and say, "I want to throw a punch." Nah,
I don't
bro.
really see the relevance of that point. I'm kind of lost.
No, I see it. I see it.
He's saying that with the Sharingan, he's going to be able to know when Toto's going to try to clap and try to counteract the clap with his own attack.
Oh, so he's gonna see whether he's
just gonna
bluffing
try
or
to
not.
he's gonna try to time it. Because what he's saying is when Kakashi went against Zabuza, Kakashi psyched out Zabuza because he started copying the jutsu. And when Zabuza realized he was copying the jutsu, Kakashi actually surpassed him and started doing it faster because the Sharingan allows you to predict the other person's move. So he started predicting the hand signs before Zabuza.
Okay, I see what you're saying now.
I ain't gonna lie, Ty. He kind of cooking you at the end with that. But go ahead. Any rebuttal, Ty?
Nah, he kind of got
Get him off!
Get him out! Get him out!
All right. It's your boy CJ.
Go ahead.
I'm back and I'm better. I gotta come and take him all off the sticks because he about to win. So for Kid Sasuke, I'm gonna have to come with Furious King Bradley. I'm gonna come with a deep cut. Furious King Bradley, Mr. I'm not walking through the back door of my own palace. Mr. You need more men. Mr. Hey, bro, he's just that guy. So straight up and down, Sasuke got Sharingan. King Bradley has his ultimate seeing eye.
Mm-hmm.
They both have very impressive feats. I know you're gonna come out and say, "Oh, Sasuke Sharingan could see Naruto moving at supersonic speeds," but we see King Bradley dodging bullets, which bullets are supersonic speed. We seen King Bradley dodging machine gun fire. We seen King Bradley just outright dog walk people who are ninjas, especially the grandpa ninja. You know what I'm saying? Greed. You know what I'm saying? Getting past ultimate defenses. I feel like King Bradley really could take out Sasuke. We never seen King Bradley actually get taken out besides when he was already injured from fighting Greedling, the grandpa. He got shot. Then Scar had to come up and finish him, and Scar still barely even beat him. So, I don't know. I feel like Kid Sasuke just doesn't have the resources to take out King Bradley. King Bradley
This is really a debate, y'all?
Yes, this is a debate, bro. I think King Bradley has the reaction time to take out Sasuke.
Let me take
And
my dub.
I'm gonna come out here and say it. Kishimoto said if guns was in Naruto, it would be no show. Kishimoto came out and said if guns was introduced in Naruto, it would be no show. I'm just saying. Let's not forget that. Where Sasuke's still throwing stuff, King Bradley over here taking out gunpowder and bullets. You know what I'm saying? King Bradley cut a tank bullet in half.
Your point is?
He survived the tank. He took out a tank.
Your point is?
I never seen Sasuke take out a tank.
What if King Bradley going? You never seen him take out a tank. What everybody going to do when that nigga hit you with a fireball jutsu? Like, what is showing that?
Move out the way. King Bradley survived the train blowing up and was hopping on the rubble to get back up while it was falling.
You talking about the train?
Yeah, when they tried to assassinate him, they blew up the train. They blew up the train with him on it. And he was just like, "That ain't nothing. What does that mean?"
So pretty much what I'm hearing though, at the end of the day, you're saying ultimate eye and you're saying the Sharingan is equal out. That's what I'm hearing.
I'm
Based on your
saying that the reaction time of
and
King Bradley and using the ultimate eye is on par with the Sharingan, 3-tome Sharingan.
Okay, then so what we're gonna then how we get out of then what is he going to do to get out of Sasuke Genjutsu? Anything that he does as well too of that Sasuke can use, because we're not showing. Go ahead.
We never see Sasuke use Genjutsu as a child.
That's true.
Damn.
I should have brought that up.
This man was cheating. I want a rematch.
we never really see Kid Sasuke use Genjutsu as a child. He used the Sharingan for its base stats of I can see movement better,
read.
and I can have better reaction speed. We never actually see him be like, "Ooh, Genjutsu." We seen Kakashi do it. We never seen Kid Sasuke do it. You could try to make the argument like Kid Sasuke could kind of replicate King Bradley's movement, but I feel like with King Bradley, he doesn't need that much time to deal with Sasuke, especially if Sasuke.
Nah, I disagree.
Listen,
on that.
especially if Sasuke allows it to happen. Sasuke isn't as cutthroat as King Bradley. King Bradley has no problem killing children. He has no problem killing children. King Bradley gonna pull up with the swords out already. Let's not forget when Ed came up for his
All right, okay.
No.
I thought you just doing a lot of talking. I thought you just want to keep talking and just talking about King Bradley, all his
Okay, go
feats and
ahead.
stuff like that.
Go ahead.
Which is you can mention all his feats all you want, and I understand he had no problem killing children. But the same thing for Sasuke. Sasuke had no problem killing grown ass man.
That's true.
And that's a grown ass man right
That's
there.
true.
That
Okay.
He gonna lay it down and be like, yo, take it down, bro.
Why you think that?
Yo, look at what them boys win against people like Zabuza and then what's the other person that they yeah, I'm drawing her
Kaku?
blank. Kaku, yes.
Haku.
Haku. Mm-hmm.
Okay, people like
Last
that.
time I checked, Sasuke was lit up with them needles.
Okay, and last time I checked, even though he was leader with them, last time I checked, who was dead though? But hold on, and let me check.
That's because Haku sacrificed himself for Zabuza. I
Okay.
believe Naruto had to break the ice mirrors. Sasuke was over here like,
Hey, but hey, yo, doesn't matter. Let me say, and
Okay.
also, let me say, it doesn't matter as well too. Since fact that because what's it called? Hurricane Bradley just dead. Like I checked last time too. Sasuke alive. All right,
no matter
matter
what.
what.
Ty.
What,
Ty,
what
Ty
you going
believes
with
he
it?
should die. Go ahead.
Well,
Plot
catching
armor is
strays
crazy for
over
Sasuke,
here.
but okay, go ahead.
He's catching strays for no reason.
Right. Plot armor or not doesn't matter, man. It really that's part of the
So
game.
tell me what do you think Sasuke has in his bag that's going to take out King Bradley?
First of all, he got better durability in the first place.
Cap.
What do you mean cap? How that's cap?
Cap. We see Sasuke get whooped several times in the forest with Gaara, Zabuza, Naruto. Naruto's put paws on that end. Itachi.
What do you? So you just-
Once again, I'm gonna point this out, bro. King Bradley came up to the front of his own palace with niggas with guns, and it wasn't just one nigga. It wasn't just two niggas. It was a whole army of niggas, and he literally ran up, blocked all their gunfire, ran through, killed everybody in the front room, chased down the tank, going full speed backwards, hopped on the tank, cut a nigga head off, dropped the bomb in it, blew the tank up. And that's after the tank tried to shoot him with the shell, and he just tanked the shell and came flying through, stabbed, because it cut through the tank's treads. Tank treads are thick ass metal. That's not easy to cut through. The man, someone tried to suicide bomb him. He cut the fuses off the top of the bombs and left it on there lit.
okay.
That's Mufune's type shit that happened to Shippuden. Mufune, a renowned swordsman in Naruto, people argue one of the best swordsmen in Naruto, as a showing feat of how good of a swordsman he was, cut one candle wick while it was lit and had it on his sword. King Bradley did it with like 4 of them. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? It looked like you stuck, bro. Come on, tap out.
Monkey, he done kind of got you stuck, man. I'm not gonna lie.
It looked like I got him in under Genjutsu. Come on. Come on, gang.
I'm gonna just let this go.
Hey, man, it happens. It happens to the best of us, man. No shame, no shame.
I'm back on the sticks, guys. I'm back on the sticks.
Pause.
Hey, yo, chill. We see where your mind's at.
All right, come on.
But anyways, man, for CJ's King Bradley, I got Afro Samurai. And to me, Afro equals a lot of what King Bradley does when it comes with dodging bullets, tanks, fire, laser being thrown at him. So we're going to have no problems avoiding guns and bullets like Kid Sasuke over here. It's going to be a grown man fight. It's going to be to the end. I still want my lick back. It's going to be till the end. I feel like one of the main things that Afro Samurai is gonna do is learn what King Bradley has in mid fight, just adapting when they're fighting, and he gonna put him in that corner and just figure out what he's doing because that's what Afro does. Agility wise, angles. I think Afro Samurai would come at different angles at him, and he's more agile with the swords. And I think his swordsmanship is better because I feel like he used the sword way more than King Bradley does. I think King Bradley used it more as like a little tool, but Afro's the real samurai. He's the real swordsman here. If we're talking skill, he actually is in fights with more swordsmen than King Bradley is.
So Bradley not a real swordsman? Goddamn.
So I'm gonna just stop you there.
Go ahead,
'cause
sir.
You're saying King Bradley doesn't use the swords, but that's all we've seen him do, and against other swordsmen, because the people who from Shing are swordsmen. They're the Asian descent of.
He
Film
not
outfit.
to the level Afro to me
But
when it comes to swordsmanship.
listen, I'm gonna stop you there
Go ahead.
because you bring up Afro going against guns, but the guns that Afro go against are the primitive versions of King Bradley guns.
Yeah, but still, what Afro goes against with the laser when he got shot with the laser in the air? What you telling me? I ain't see King Bradley dodge anything like that.
But we seen King Bradley dodge more consistent. He dodged the laser attack once, and I feel like that's more of a prediction. Whereas King Bradley, once again with his ultimate eye, will be able to see all of Afro's movements and be able to react to him. Because
Which is why I think Afro can start to adapt to that, and noticing it and going for his eye. Once he finds that out, I feel like he will go
Afro-
for it. And multiple times, Afro's been put in situations where he's getting either jumped or somebody's coming at him from left field, and he's able to make a play.
King Bradley gets jumped too.
Yeah,
all the
but
time.
I'm just saying, but
And
Afro's in
he's
more of
getting
those
jumped-
situations.
And he's getting jumped by people who are superhuman, like Greed.
Yes, but King Bradley, unlike the
So-
other homunculi, he doesn't have the power to kind of regenerate like they do. He is more on the human side. Than
He
the
is
other
on the more human
homunculi.
side,
So which
but-
makes this fight even more closer with Afro.
But here's the thing: I feel like King Bradley has more experience because he's older. He was bred to be.
Wait.
Yes, he is
Okay,
older.
okay.
He ages just like a regular human. He's been doing this. He says it. How do you think I survived the battlefield time after time after time? Because of my ultimate eye. He's been jumped by guns. People
Yeah.
with guns shooting at him while he's fighting. He's been jumped by. He's been attacked by a tank. We never seen Afro go against a tank. We seen Afro go against.
He went against a missile that was launched at him.
It was
I
an
believe.
RPG.
Yeah.
He cut the RPG,
and he cut it.
and what happened right after that? He almost died. He had to get nursed back to
Hey,
health.
did he still cut it?
He cut
Did
it.
he still cut it?
But King
At the
Bradley
end of
cut
the
it
day-
too. But here's
Okay.
the difference.
Oh.
Afro cuts the RPG and almost dies. King Bradley cuts the RPG unscathed.
No.
Unscathed. He didn't get no damage.
Okay, so when he went
He didn't get no-
upstairs when he was trying to get through his castle, like you said, right?
Right.
He didn't go unscathed. He got pieced up.
No, he didn't.
Was he not bleeding in the
No.
final fight?
In the final fight, he only got shot after they took out his eye.
That is true.
Oh,
He
yeah,
got-
yeah, yeah.
He
Okay,
got
okay, okay,
stabbed
okay.
because remember the grandfather was holding him.
Yeah.
The grandfather's like, "Oh, I'm going to blow us both up." He cut the fuses.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then Cuz came up and stabbed him through the grandfather.
Here's the thing, though. This is why I feel like Afro will go after the eye, because after the eye, he loses power. Does he not? The ability that he has with the eye once Afro takes it out is gonna make the fight even that much more better for Afro.
I don't believe so because even without his eye, he was still able to fight Scar on par, and Scar was one of the best fighters in the show. On par with Scar without the eye. With the eye, he would have washed Scar. He would have washed Scar. So, and then once again, Scar, very similar to Shigaraki. If he touches you, dead. If he touches you, dead. So, without his eye.
we talking about Scar. Though. We gotta focus on King Bradley. That's Scar right there. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I think Afro's the better swordsman. So if
I
they
don't
get
believe so.
into that duel, I think Afro will take that. In
I don't believe
those
so.
type of fights of swords fight, I think Afro's. We see more instances. That's more that he deals with than King Bradley deals with.
I don't believe so, and this is why. King Bradley also, without even having a sword, was still able to very, very consistently fight someone who had a sword. When King Bradley lost his sword and he had to pick up the two knives and
Yeah.
fight the grandfather, he still was pressing the grandfather and was
But-
able to
okay.
catch the grandfather off guard, disarm him, and then trade with him.
Okay.
And then we were just
Yeah, but
constantly on his.
here's my thing though. In swords fights, when we seen, I think it was Afro was fighting those two twins, I believe, and he got stabbed. He still was able to reflect and cut both of their heads off instantly.
Yeah, but those
multiple
were
times with
fodder.
his
They didn't
sword.
even have no name.
It don't
They're
matter.
not King Bradley.
I'm just saying he still was able to
They're
cut their
not
head
King
swiftly.
Bradley.
So with his sword, I just think he's more swifter with
No,
it.
no,
And
no,
he'll
no,
get
no,
him
no, no,
in
no, no, no.
with his
Very
I
much
feel
not.
like he can
Very much not.
split bits. He can put split blitz. King Bradley, I think
don't
way
think so.
better.
I don't think so because King Bradley, once again, people from Shing, basically ninjas, basically on par with
But we can't compare
Which-
them
listen,
to
yes, we
Afro,
can
though.
because once again,
No, Afro's on a different level.
Let me
Wait,
finish.
don't speak over each other. Don't speak over each other.
Afro, we seen speed feats of Afro. We seen how fast Afro is. Afro does not have instances of
Yeah, go
Afro. We seen how fast Afro is. King Bradley reacts the faster things. Like I said, the more advanced weaponry, which is machine guns, rifles, all that
But Afro's
explosions.
done the same.
We never seen Afro jump up rubble while it was falling.
But we
He-
seen
we
Afro. Wait.
we
One thing we
seen
seen is
Afro-
he jump
hold
up
on.
way high.
No,
and
wait.
land still. He has more durability.
Listen,
Go
we've
ahead.
seen Afro. We never seen King Bradley get hurt besides the one time he got shot and when he got snuck by the
Yeah,
claw
but we
guy.
never seen King Bradley
So,
face a robot built to destroy him.
Listen.
That's all I'm saying. We never seen him fight somebody
We've
like that.
seen King Bradley go against a tank, which is basically
but
the
that
same
robot is
firepower.
stronger than the tank.
Whoa, no, the tank had way better armor.
What?
The tank, a
CJ.
tank is made to stop bullets.
Yes,
The
but
robots were
but
robots.
Listen, the tank is more something that's just moving one spot and it's slow, and you can literally.
It was definitely not slow.
Come on, bro.
Come on, bro.
A
We
tank
seen
is-
it go up.
Yeah.
Tanks in real life are slow. We're talking about anime here. We seen that tank reverse the fuck up out of there.
I'm not gonna lie. That thing was driving like a car, low key.
Bro, dead ass.
Okay,
Dead
okay.
ass. And it once again, this
But
tank,
it's still to me a bigger target.
but
go ahead.
it is a bigger target. But at the same time, this tank was also something that people in the government or in the army deemed something so powerful that it could change the course of war. Because when they even brought the tank,
Yeah.
they was like, "Oh, these niggas got a tank."
Here's one thing I want to. Here's one thing I want to point out.
Finish. No,
Okay,
let me
go ahead.
finish. So not only did he go against a tank and wipe the tank out very easily, he goes against other homunculi who has supposedly regen because he beat Greed. Damn.
Okay.
Yo, so I'm gonna come back with this. King Bradley fought Greed, homunculi who had healing and the ultimate defense where he was making his skin diamond. And he killed him multiple times to the point where he was just like, bro, how many times have you died now in the tunnels? And he washed Greed, not even trying. Greed fought him several times and never was able to beat him in a 1v1. So your argument that Afro cut through robots, King Bradley could cut through robots.
Yeah.
And the ultimate eye also sees weaknesses. So as he's fighting Afro, he's just seeing all the weaknesses in Afro's his moveset. Everything that if Afro even missteps a little bit, like he overextends just a little bit, that's all Bradley needs because his precision is just too good for Afro.
All right. Here's the thing that I want to point out when we talk about Afro. We got to remember this is why I think Afro's a better swordsman and he shows better swordsmanship. He split a bullet. And on top of that, when he did split the bullet, he was able to create multiple little fragments of the bullet and kill enemies around him. Speed Bradley has never shown any feat like that.
He's dodged. He
dodged it.
blocked-
Afro
he
can
blocked
dodge
bullets.
it too. Yeah, but Afro can use it as a weapon, and he split it. And then another
But that
thing
only
is,
works for when it goes behind him.
I let you talk. Another thing is we seen Afro show more ability when he got jumped when in a little small alley with 20 plus people using automatics, and he still was able to innovate out of that. Then you downplayed Afro being a cybernetic cyborg mecha made for him that can use rocket launchers, guns, and all that at the same time, and that had his skill, and he still beat that. Then on top of that, with Afro, we seen even with his sword when he sheaths it, he does it so fast. He does it so fast, it looked like teleportation to people. They don't even see it. We haven't seen King Bradley do that. And one more thing I want y'all to realize, the thing with King Bradley, right? One thing y'all gotta know is he knew every intelligence, even when going against his own man. He knew the information with the military, with the homunculi. He already had inside information when he fought them. Afro does that to people that he don't even know the information about. King Bradley was in the military, like you said, for multiple years. So obviously, if he walks back to his palace, he know how to get in that bitch from the back, from the front, from the side, everything. Even with the damn tank. Do you not think he went over the paper and information about the own tank? That's part of the military, right? Is that not?
So I'm gonna attack every point you made. So what he's gonna say, I'm gonna start with the tank thing. No, he didn't know the tank was there. Because remember,
It's
they,
not. I'm
no,
not saying,
no, 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 no,
wait,
no, no.
wait. I'm not saying he didn't know he was there. I'm just saying, being a lieutenant or officer, you're privy to information within your military. You should know that. That's your team. So you going against your team, you're gonna know the team's weakness.
He is the king. He's the pharaoh king of an entire country. He's
Yes.
not. He's over the military.
Yeah.
But that's like saying Obama should know how to defeat a tank. That's like
No,
Trump
that's
should
not
know
what I'm
how to
saying.
defeat
But
a
I'm
tank.
saying he saw.
He's been in war, but who's to say that he went against wars where other people had tanks? Their army has a tank.
Yeah.
He never went against a tank because it's his army. Why would he go against a tank?
All I'm saying is, if you're
Second of
against
all,
your,
no. Let me interrupt.
Go ahead.
Second of all, you're saying that we never seen King Bradley move so fast that it looked like he teleports. Literally, when he first met Ed, the first thing Ed did was make a spear and go to attack him and said, "It's not smart for someone like you to be in a position where someone can sneak you like this." He already had the sword out.
Yeah, hold on. That's someone under experience.
No. Ed was already an experienced fighter by that time. He was so
not against a swordsman. That's what I'm trying to say
He was
here.
so experienced. He was so experienced that he was already in line to be the youngest alchemist in the country.
Yeah.
There's a reason why they call him the Full Metal Alchemist. He had already beat.
But compared
he
to
already
King
hold up.
Bradley, though.
He already had beat a state alchemist, which was the water guy in the first episode.
Yeah.
So King Bradley was able to unsheath his sword, cut his spear in the time before he could even realize, and walked away, and the spear was still attached, and then fell. So saying that he can't unsheath his sword fast enough to cut things without people noticing is false. Second of all, so going back to the tank thing, just because he is the leader of the country does not mean he's gone against a tank before.
I'm not saying he's gone against a tank. That's not my point. Point is,
hold on.
My point is, no, just to clarify, so you can argue, right? My point is, if you're playing with this team and they were on your team before, because they did switch on him, right?
Yeah, they did switch on him.
He knows, as being a lieutenant and leader, you know your teammates, you know their weaknesses, you know this and that. So to me, he still had a clear advantage against his own men.
In a team,
versus where Afro goes against people he knows nothing about. No info.
I'm gonna stop you there. Going at you're using teams, which is downplaying an army drastically. You do not hold on. When you're in a team with how many people be in a football team? 50 at max?
Yeah.
50 people at max? How is Fury King Bradley, going to remember every advantage of an army that has thousands of people?
So you're saying, what you're saying, he lacks the intelligence to keep up on people?
No, he doesn't need to. He doesn't need to.
Hold on.
He goes against alchemists. He goes against other homunculi, and the homunculi he went against, he hasn't seen in years. He says it. We haven't, and there's some homunculi that he actually hasn't even met, because the homunculi, once again, King Bradley is the only human homunculi where he was human first, then became a homunculi. He ages normally. There's homunculi that's been alive for thousands of years, not thousands, but hundreds of years. So he doesn't even know all the homunculi. It was in the show we seen when he meets them all.
Okay,
so
this is what I want to say.
Hold on. Your other point where you said Afro dealt with other people shooting at him in an alley. Fury King Bradley walked up to a whole battalion of people shooting at him, and ran past all of them. Killed majority of them. Still, and then you're over here saying Afro cut a bullet in half. Once again, that was a more primitive gun. The gun that he cut in half was once again a Chinese style 16th century rifle. And you've seen it. He had to light it, wait for it to click, boom. Afro cuts it, and he didn't weaponize it against the person in front of him. He only weaponized the people behind him. Why would King Bradley even be behind him?
I'm not saying King Bradley's behind him. I'm talking about his swordsmanship.
Okay.
How he's showing how much swifter he is with the swordsman.
Here we go.
I'm saying he can. We haven't seen King Bradley do that to a bullet. Whether
yes, we
how
have.
it's coming, he split it in half, but he didn't deflect it to hit other people.
Okay, once again, he didn't deflect it to hit other people. He literally just cracked the bullet, and it just so happened to miss him and kill everyone behind him. He didn't purposely like, oh, I'm gonna hit this bullet so it can hit this person. No, there was a gang of people behind him. It's bound to hit people behind him. If you have 20 people standing behind you, you split the bullet. Yes, it's gonna hit them, but you didn't have control over that.
He strategically did that.
No, he blocked the bullet.
Yes,
I remember the scene where you're talking about.
He did it to hit the people behind him.
He did it to protect himself.
Is he still not hitting them?
Yes.
Whether you're protecting yourself or not, you're doing it because you know there's people behind you.
No.
Here's my thing.
No. Let me rebuttal. No. I'm not letting him go because look,
here's my thing.
If you're deflecting a bullet and you know there's people behind you, yes, you're gonna let the people behind you get hit with the bullet.
But you're being jumped.
When King Bradley was storming the gate, who was behind him? Nobody.
Exactly.
He didn't need to have it deflect. And that's Cap saying that he never had it deflect because when he cut the tank bullet in half, it hit somebody.
Oh,
It hit somebody.
So let me say this. One, when he's walking up, like I said, he is walking up to a situation that he knows and he knows how to hit. CJ, he's walking up to his own castle.
Yeah,
he knows how to get in and how to get out, right?
No. He specifically says, I'm not sneaking into my own castle.
Exactly. Here's the one thing. He knows how to get in and out.
What does that have to do with him going through the front door?
All I'm saying is in multiple situations with Afro, he's in a situation he does not know what's around him, his surrounding. He just reacts to it and he does his moves. King Bradley in those situations and that fight, like I said, with your analogy with the football team, the pros that go on different teams come from the last team. Even on a 53-man roster, an 11-man roster, they're still able to give insight on each player that they practice with. Maul knows this for sure. Whether big your team is not, you still know. Because you've seen them every day, thousands of days, hundreds of days. You've seen them. So that's
you cannot relate a team to an army. Armies have way more people by the thousands, and then you're not going to fight with every soldier you're with. Second of all, he stopped fighting for a long ass time. Remember, he's King Bradley. He went to the battlefield, yes, but now he's king. He doesn't go to the battlefield no more unless it's completely necessary. So that's another thing. Second of all, you're saying King Bradley came into a situation he knew. He didn't know that the Briggs were attacking. Remember, they thought he was dead. He came from getting blown up on a train, which he killed everybody on the train, first of all, because that wasn't even the main attack. He killed everybody on the train before they reacted. They blew up the train. He jumps back up, and he was so far from the fight, he did not know everything was going on. He walked back all the way to the main country.
But he still read the situation. No, wasn't he still not in communication with the homunculi to relate to what's going on?
How do you do that? They don't have telepathy. They don't talk like that. They talk just like normal people. He had no radio. He had no radio. He had no contact. He walks back to his castle, sees that everything is in uproar, sees that his men are getting bodied on the front lines that's still loyal to him, picks up the phone and just like, yo, I'm gonna handle this. Everybody fall back. He took on an army by himself and said, everybody fall back. Alpha gets jumped, but not an army jump.
Yes, he took out 20 plus people in the alley. What are you talking about? There's multiple times on the battlefield where he got jumped with multiple ninjas.
How many people you think is in an army? How many people you think was in that situation? There was more than 20 people shooting at him at the same time.
No, a lot. I agree with you. There's a lot of people, but I'm just still saying, to me, he got it, but to me, Afro is still better.
See, he said I got it. He up.
I thought that's what I was saying. I thought you said it's dead, like he won. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's what I thought he was saying. Come on now. We're good. All right, man. Camera died 1,000 times. So the boys over here said they were feeling CJ more, so we're gonna give it to CJ on that. He survived this, but I still think Afro got that. You know, y'all let us know in the comment too. Y'all weigh in on some stuff I missed or he missed that could have helped our points, and let us know.
Yeah, please do, cause he still think Afro got it. I'm sorry, I think King Bradley got it.
You could pick.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Right? I think King Bradley got it, bro. Yeah, King Bradley he's literally built different.
He built different, but when it comes to swordsmanship, Afro that guy to me. That's all I'm saying. Afro's just more swift and more
smooth. It's okay. Wakanda forever. I got you. Yeah. All right. Bradley's still on the sticks. So, Ty, tell me, who did you bring for King Bradley?
All right. I got somebody now. I'm going to go with Tengen Uzui from Demon Slayer.
Who's that?
Oh, damn. Tengen.
Dude. I was about to say, you already forgot your boy, man, from season 2.
We going Tengen.
Yes,
that's my favorite Hashira.
Yeah, I'm going for his heart, man. Let's see.
Okay, that's an interesting pick.
Let's start this off. First off, I definitely think Tengen is faster. Low-key, I definitely think Tengen is faster. Now, I know what CJ's going to bring up. He's going to bring up the bullets and all that sort of stuff. We don't got bullets in Demon Slayer to compare.
Yes, we do.
Not
shotgun bullets.
Not really. Like we don't have enough to really like compare speed, especially not with Tengen specifically. But we can definitely look at some of the stuff that he's done and how fast he's moving and know that he's comparable to that speed. Like it's to the point where Tanjiro, who at this point is pretty seasoned. He's reasonably seasoned. He's just like, I can't, bro. I don't even know what's happening. I can't even see. Like, they're moving so fast at the end of that fight. Mind you, at that point too, that Tanjiro was making those comments, Tengen is poisoned. He's already injured, so he's slower than he normally would be at that point. So I think it's more than fair enough to say that Tengen is faster, or at the very least comparable. But I think it's a very fair argument to say that he's faster. And then also, I think he's more technically skilled because he has the 2 blades, so he's also dual wielding, just like King Bradley, and he's got them connected. And the stuff we've seen him do with those blades, where he throws it, 2 twists, and he goes flying around different directions. I'm saying that kind of stuff. We've seen how Bradley can be caught off guard by kind of unorthodox fighting styles or attacking from blind spots. Yes, I'm just it's happening, bro.
Go ahead.
Now, I'm not saying he's lost some of these scrubs in Full Metal Alchemist, but I'm saying if Tengen gets involved now, I think there's a good chance that he's able to outwit him. He's got plenty of tools. He's got his smoke bombs. He's got his little like explosives that he can use. He's got his sound breathing, of course. And another thing a lot of people forget about, he is strong as heck, bro. Like when he heard about the little like dungeon downstairs, he's like, what is that? 5th form breathing. Boom. And he made a huge crater in the ground to break down into the tunnel that was underground, like meters underground. Broke into it, just a single slide. You see the explosion from like the other side of the city. You're just like, bro, what is that? That's Tengen, a single attack. So I'm just saying, he's stronger than Bradley. He's faster than Bradley. I think he's got better skills than Bradley. I think he takes that overall.
All right, so I'm going to go in order. So he over here saying he's faster than Bradley when, if we all remember, the only reason, and tell me if I'm wrong here, the only reason at the end when Tengen, because Tengen is my favorite Hashira, so this is paining me to say, the only reason why Tengen at the end was even able to keep up with Gotaro, is because with his breathing technique, sound breathing, he memorized Gitaro's moveset and turned it into sheet music so he could read what Gitaro's going to do beforehand. But the one weakness of that is it takes a long time for him to get to that point. He has to stay in the fight for a while. Let's not forget, Tengen is fast. And I believe they said he's one of the fastest Hashira.
I think they said he's the fastest.
I think he's either the fastest
like
or the second fastest.
The only other person that can run Goku, I think.
Yeah. But he still got outsped by Gitaro, who showed feats similar to King Bradley. So here's my thing. He tried to cut off. Wait, let's remember.
Well, you finished, but
he cuts off Daki's head. All right, and then that's when Gitaro shows up to put her head back. He goes to kill Gitaro, and before he even does it, he's on the other side with his sister. He got outsped right there. He got outsped. And honestly, if you really want to get into it about the speed feats, when you're saying Tengen has the bombs and whatnot, once again, those are only just as fast as Tengen can really throw them, whereas King Bradley also is still dodging bullets. So I don't see why King Bradley wouldn't be fast enough to cut the bombs before Tengen could. And then also, if you really want to get into it, Tengen is actually one of the weaker Hashira. If you look it up, I'm telling you, he's actually one of the weaker Hashira. Even though he's quote unquote the fastest, but he's actually one of the weakest ones due to technique. Everybody says it online. You can look it up. You can fact check me if you want to. So,
wait, real quick, is that like an opinion thing, or is that something the characters in World have said?
I think that's something that they asked, because just like how they came out and was like, who's the fastest Hashira? I think the creator went and was like, answer these questions and ranked the Hashiras in terms of strength. I believe. Look it up.
Can you fact check that, Rico?
So his fight with King Bradley, I don't think King Bradley will even allow him to fight long enough for him to make the sheet music. His argument saying that Tengen is faster than King Bradley, I don't think is true. Now, strength of Tengen, where he said Tengen was able to boom, crack the ground. I need to go back and look at that, because how I'm remembering it, I could have sworn he used explosions, but I'm not 100% sure. So I'm gonna need a fact check on that.
I just looked up to see. He said 5th form breathing. I forgot which one it was, but he like slammed the ground and he was like down into like the tunnel, like underground. So like I don't know. He like burst through the entire thing.
I just don't know if it was instant, but he did hit the
But he didn't like use like outside explosives or anything. That was just his breathing technique, as far as I remember.
Even so, we never seen Tengen cut through steel. So King Bradley's cutting through steel. He's cutting through tanks. We already just brought up this argument with Rico. I'm just saying he's cutting through tanks. He's cutting through bullets. He's cutting through artillery shells. He's cutting through mechanical arms.
I would say,
You know what I'm saying?
What are you doing?
Not push back. So I'm saying it's the same thing what he just said though, about the whole steel string. I think it's the same thing when you cut the ground, is it not?
Earth is not steel.
Hold on. Pause. Why are you aiding the argument? Is there argument?
I'm saying what he just saying of the whole steel, the dirt though, right? Isn't that kind of the same thing of minerals though?
No, dirt is much softer than steel.
When you go closer to the ground though.
No,
That's okay.
that's not. No, it's not. No,
It's not.
No, bro. Don't stop the argument, bro.
So
Just for the fact check earlier, CJ is right. He is number 8 out of 9. He's all the way at 8.
the only ones under him is Shinobu, I believe.
Yes.
Wait,
Yes.
when is the ranking done? Is it like currently
By
with the fact that he only has like one arm?
by strength and everything.
No, but I mean, like, is the ranking done like when he's at top form?
This actually came out a while ago, so I think this is actually him at top form while they was all active because when Goku's on the list.
Check that. I want to see.
But okay, so like I said, Tengen, this hurts me deeply,
Online,
but
they are saying he's number 8. Just to let you know.
Tengen, once again, this hurts me deeply, but I'm sorry. I really don't feel like your skills is enough to deal with King Bradley. His ultimate eye is going to see through your attacks. He's going to, just like Gintaro, who didn't have any of that ultimate eye, nothing, was still able to react to it. I feel like King Bradley is going to be able to react to your
Also,
attacks.
wasn't that after he already cut off Gyotaro's head? Because I remember he cut off his head in the beginning,
No,
and it didn't work.
He cut off Daki's head.
No, Gyotaro at one point, and then it didn't work, and that's how he kind of knew that he had to do both of them, wasn't it?
No, I think Tanjiro cut off Gitaro's head.
Was it Tanjiro? I'm a little rusty on that part. I forget about that bit.
I believe what happened, because remember at one point Tengen was down and he lost the arm. So, and he was poisoned, yes. But remember, you try to use the poison feat, but Tengen is actually resistant to poison. So it wasn't as
Because
bad.
it was supposed to kill him instantly.
It was supposed to kill him,
And
but it didn't.
So, which
But
brings me
he's-
to my next point.
Hold on. So all I'm saying
Let me let you
is
finish.
King Bradley, he just shows more endurance. He's been blown up. I'm sorry, he's been blown up. Tengen's explosions are not the same as the explosions that tried to take out King Bradley.
No, because he wasn't even singed by the explosion. His clothes were even fine after the explosion.
What explosion you talking about?
The train? Which explosion are you talking about?
That King Bradley on the train.
He jumped out of it. What are you talking
It
about?
still blew up with him in it.
Yeah, but he wasn't affected by the explosion.
Exactly. I'm saying Tengen's explosion is not going to affect King Bradley. Is what I'm saying.
No, I'm not saying. I don't think Bradley was explosion resistant. I think he got out before the explosion would have affected him.
But we seen him with the tank blowing up
No.
twice.
He threw a grenade into the tank and it blew up inside.
I'm talking about when the artillery shot and you saw it coming towards King Bradley. He propelled himself forward. That's what I was talking about.
I don't know if that counts. He just cut through the gunpowder before it exploded.
It propelled him. That means he had to get hit with a shockwave. What pushed him forward?
I don't know.
He had to get hit with a shockwave, right? And
Nah,
he tanked the shockwave, stabbed him right.
Yeah,
there.
play the scene back and let
Oh
me
my
see.
God. It's
But
right
even
here.
still,
You want
even
me to
still.
So for the fact check of the head, yes, he did cut it, but Tanjiro had to land the final blow. While Inosuke and
That's at the end, though.
Zenitsu
Yeah, that's
did
at the
the
very
No,
end.
I'm talking about at the beginning.
It doesn't really mention if that he did that prior.
Yeah, I don't
I
think
think
he
it
cut
was with
Gitaro's
Daki
head
they
off.
figured that out.
Yeah, Doki. I could have sworn there was a scene
They
with
cut off
Gyotaro,
Daki's
too.
head and she didn't die.
Yeah.
Remember? And then he put the head back on. And then it was just like, maybe we have to cut. I'll have to go back and look. But I'm sorry, Tengen. I don't feel like you have the skill to go against King Bradley. King Bradley is just too inhuman.
I'll let you go on for a little minute now, so I want to come back on this here.
Yeah, Daki head got twice.
Her head did get cut off again. And remember, Inosuke run away with it.
yes.
And Gotaro
But
Oh,
Gitaro's
yeah,
head
yes.
didn't get cut off.
Yeah, okay, maybe that's what I'm thinking of then, because I remember 2 people's heads getting cut off. I guess it was her twice, and it was Usui both times. But
That's why he called her useless.
Yeah.
Loki. But one thing I want to point out too with that is he's talking about endurance. But I just want to point out again, he lost an arm. He was poisoned. He lost an eye. He was fighting through that entire thing. Uzi got way more endurance than Bradley.
King Bradley was shot, lost an eye, lost his arm, and was still fighting Scar, as we seen.
Yeah, so I'm saying it's the same thing, except again, he was poisoned the entire way of the poison that was supposed to kill him. So same physical injuries.
King Bradley was
with
old.
poison on top of it. No,
King Bradley was
wasn't.
old. Yes, he was. He
He was-
even
He
admits
was
to
a
being old.
homunculus. He's like has like
He
the
still ages normally. He doesn't have the healing factor that all the other
no, he doesn't
homunculus.
have the healing factor.
but he still ages normally.
No, because we see when like later on he like super rapid ages like towards the end because like whatever was he's keeping him like relatively youthful.
I'm
was it
not
not?
sure because I don't think he was alive for that long. Because remember, he still had to play human. He still had to be human. He was brought up as king. People remember him becoming king. It's not like he could have longevity and people is not going to notice.
No,
People
I get
gonna
that, but
notice
I'm
if he
saying,
had
like,
longevity.
the one was with the rapid aging at the end.
He lost his power. He became
Exactly.
old.
So what do you think that?
But he's still old because doesn't he make a comment about him being old? About him being an old man? I'm pretty sure when he fights Greed, I think he makes a comment about him being
Yeah, but I think
old.
it's more him being slick than him saying like literally like he's rusty or like he's lost his touch or anything like that. You know,
Hey, all I'm saying, no, you know what? It was when he was fighting the other old man, and he was like, "You're even more decrepit than I am." That's what he
Yeah.
was. He was
Yeah.
saying that he's old, but he was like, "You're even older than me," meaning like that must affect him in some kind of way. Because why would you
I
say
don't
that?
know.
If
He's
the
just
oldness
insulting
doesn't,
him.
if the oldness doesn't affect him, that wouldn't be an insult.
I don't know about that one. I don't know if I agree with the logic of that. I think he was just insulting him.
All
But
I'm
again, back
saying
to the point though. Back
Okay,
to the
go
point
ahead.
with Uzi versus Tengen. Again, I feel like the
Uzui
circle
is Tengen.
sorry, Uzi versus
Bradley.
Bradley, yes. But I think that the fact that he was poisoned and he had all these physical injuries while he was fighting and he was still able to memorize the moving patterns of Gyotaro during this fight.
How did he get poisoned?
Daki.
Beginning?
How did he get poisoned?
Gio.
That he got hit by Gyotaro with one of the attacks.
Yeah.
But, wait, no,
For
no,
him
no,
to
no, no.
even get poisoned, he had to take a hit first.
Because wait, no,
So that's a bad
wait,
outlook.
can I finish the point? Because no, I got a counter for this right now.
That's a bad outlook.
Can you let me finish?
Go ahead.
Because the counter for
You
this.
didn't even let me finish, but okay, whatever.
Because I was in the middle of talking there. Because you used to talk for like 5 minutes straight. But point is that Tengen was not just fighting by himself. He was also fighting while simultaneously trying to protect Tanjiro, Zenitsu, and Inosuke during the entire fight. Was he not? He was trying to keep them. No, wait. He was trying to keep them alive during the fight. There's a couple times he had to step in and literally physically move them out of it while he was trying to fight both Daki and Gyotaro at first.
That was first of all, that was he came and saved them from Daki. Yes, but Daki was not a fight for him. He instantly washed Daki. So that wasn't even a
Yes.
fight for him. He didn't need to save anybody. The time you're thinking about is after he already got hit and he was already poisoned and Tanjiro was about to die. Yes, he came in, stopped it. But that was while he had the sheet music. That was later in the fight. Because remember, Tanjiro had to fight
I could've
Gyotaro.
sworn there was moments before.
Tanjiro had to fight Gyotaro by himself for a long period of time while Tengen was on the floor. That's true. He came back at the end and was like, boom, got him. And then while they was tag teaming, there was a point where Tanjiro was about to get killed and he came in, he's like, yes, but that was still at the end of the fight. That was
Yeah,
towards
he's
the end of
right.
the fight.
No. Even still, though,
That's
even
towards
still,
the end
the
of the
fact
fight.
still remains at the end there. He was still having to step in for Tanjiro to help him while simultaneously fighting Gyotaro.
Yeah, but here's another thing. Tengen was also still getting help from 3 other people. And yes, they're not on his level, but they were still comparable enough to fight. Like they was holding off Daki. King Bradley had to fight multiple people back to back to back
Okay,
to back.
but not people of that much significance. Most of these people were normal
The
individuals.
grandfather was not normal. Buccaneer was not normal. He had to fight the grandfather originally, and he had to fight Greedling originally without even using his primary weapons. He had to use knives, and then he got a sword. And as soon as he got the sword, washed everybody. Then he got shot. Then he got his eye took. Then he still went and fought Scar, one of the top contenders to be one of the strongest people in the show. After that, and still hold his own. While Scar is a one-hit KO basically with his right arm, and then had regular alchemy on his left arm.
Yeah, and again, because my thing is though, you're talking about the feats in the show. I think if you put Tengen in that exact situation, he's still doing the exact same thing. And on top of that too, you're disregarding as well how the breathing styles can also augment and affect their abilities as well. So if he gets injured, even if he gets hit by Bradley, he can use that wound just gets like closed up. Things like that. I'm just saying Tengen, I think, has more in his bag than Bradley does.
All I'm saying,
I think Tengen can counter a lot of the things that Bradley can
I
do.
feel
think
like
he's faster and stronger also.
It takes too long for Tengen to get to that point because he was getting completely washed up into that point. He, once again, is the one who allowed himself to get sliced in the first place. So you're saying Tengen fought this guy poison? Yes, because he got hit in the first place. You wasn't supposed to get hit. If you was that much faster than him, or if you was that skilled not to for it not to be a problem, you shouldn't have got hit
No, I think you're
beforehand.
just downplaying Gyotaro. I think you're making it seem like he's weaker than he actually is.
No, Gyotaro is strong, yes, but Tengen could not do nothing to him.
So what I'm hearing is both Gyotaro and Tengen are faster than Bradley.
No,
so that's what you're saying.
I
here.
don't
Yes.
agree.
So
No, that's not what I said. I don't agree. I think Bradley is faster than Tengen.
No, I disagree, bro. I don't think there's any reason to.
First of all, once again, we don't see anybody in Demon Slayer go against automatic weapons. The only thing we actually see anybody go against is shotgun cells, and the shotgun was even still, and it's a two shot shotgun.
right? Short range, very short barrel. And it was still effective against a higher upper moon. A higher upper moon.
Yeah, because it had Nichiren bullets.
Yes, but it still had bullets, is what I'm saying. And that was still enough to deal with the higher upper moon, who should have been stronger than Getsuro.
Yeah, but
Faster
no.
than Getsuro.
But no, whoa, not faster than Gyotaro. Because you're talking about the one that could like split up, right?
That's the one that
Yeah,
went
that's the
against
one-
him, yeah.
Yeah, because wholeheartedly, the reason why he's higher is because he has a gimmick where you got to kill him 7 times in order to actually kill him. So I don't think that has to do just because he's
Getsuro doesn't have a gimmick. You have to kill him and his sister at the same time to kill him.
no. But I'm saying,
And then he has poison blood.
bro, no,
He
but
don't
you don't
got a
see how
gimmick.
that's a direct overpowered version of Gyotaro.
How so?
It's like because again, each of these individual demons have their own blood demon arts, and you have to kill them like multiple times in order to get to the one to kill to stop all of them. So their blood demon art is just better than Gyotaro.
But
so I
his-
don't see how that's
Their blood demon art is better than Getsuro, but they're still stronger too. Is
No.
they not? They
No,
went
no.
against a stronger Tanjiro. They went against a stronger Hashira because once again, what do we say? Tengen was at the bottom.
Yeah.
Whereas they went against 2 stronger Hashiras because the Mist guy was even stronger. It's actually one of the top Hashiras. He's probably like 3rd or 2nd.
Yeah, but again, if you keep in mind, that's the entire difference. There was 2 Hashiras versus this
2
one guy.
demons. There was a fish demon too.
Yeah, 'cause he went off later on.
Oh my god, that's cap.
What are you talking
That's
about?
cap.
No. Okay, we're getting
cap.
way off topic here. Because again,
off topic.
just because somebody's a higher moon doesn't mean necessarily all
All
of their
I'm saying is
stats are
the
higher than
Nichiren.
another
No.
one.
I'm saying is the Nichiren bullets were effective against a higher moon, which was I, think
I don't see how that's relevant. I'm saying yes, he got hit by the bullet and it's made of Nichiren, so of course it's going to be effective.
Yeah,
How's
but
that in
how do
any
you
way-
get hit by the bullet?
He's not. I don't think they're as fast as Gyotaro. There's no reason to believe they're as
Why
fast
would
as
they
Gyotaro.
not be? Because here's my thing. Would you say Akaza is faster than Gito?
Yeah.
Would you say?
Probably because he went up against
Would
somebody
you
who's faster.
say?
He showed it.
Would you hold on? Would you say? Whoa, no! You just said Tengen was the fastest Hashira,
Yeah.
so he
No.
went against Rengoku.
No, but I'm saying Akaza showed feats against somebody who was also because they say Rengoku and Uzui are close, but Uzui's a little bit he taps him out a
Uzui
little
is
bit.
faster.
Yes, but what I'm
Okay,
saying.
so here's someone Akaza being faster than Rengoku.
But even if that's the case, again, that doesn't take away from Bradley in this association. No, because again, this is about Bradley. Nothing
Yes,
Bradley's
Bradley
done has shown
Dodge
that
bullets, automatic fire, dodge rifle fire after it's been shot. What are you talking about? They literally said fire. He looks, the bullets are traveling to him, and he casually.
Nah, man. Because again, we don't have bullets to compare in Demon Slayer, so
My
we don't
point
have a way of
exactly.
really looking and seeing
My
it whether
point
that happens.
exactly.
No, that
My
doesn't mean
point
he's not
exactly.
faster. Because the same way how you like to bring up the whole slicing Ed's weapon at the beginning of the series, we also see Uzui entering the room and Daki's head is just cut off. At the point where she was still talking, and she was finally like, "Oh, my head just fell. When did I even get cut?"
Yeah.
So I'm saying the same thing. Uzui is just as fast, if not faster.
But
He's
what makes him
definitely
faster?
stronger.
What makes him faster?
I'm saying we've seen
what's
him
the
do
feat that
things.
what's the feat
Like
that
that one
makes
right
him
there
faster?
is one. When he entered into the underground chamber and he had all the ribbons instantly. All
That was
sliced to
Zenitsu.
ribbon. Huh?
That was
no.
Zenitsu.
He also went in there too.
I remember
was
Zenitsu going in there and doing that.
So Zenitsu was trapped. Remember, Zenitsu was trapped in the cloth. And when Tengen came down, that is true. Instantly, he did rip that whole entire ribbon that everybody was trapped in.
Because didn't Inosuke
Tengen-
come down first and
Huh?
rip out Zenitsu?
He was remember,
fact check this.
No, remember Inosuke
Fact
was trying
check
to
that.
cut. Remember, Inosuke was cutting. Zenitsu was trapped inside. Inosuke was cutting, and he was saying all these ribbon in the way and stuff like that. Then Tengen came
I
down.
need someone to fact
I
check
just
that
looked
because
up the scene. I just saw the scene.
fact check that, Kyle. I'm remembering the scene. I know Zenitsu.
Yeah.
No, not Zenitsu.
Inosuke, he broke
Inosuke
off,
went down there
remember,
first.
because he broke all his bones
But
to
he
fit
wasn't
inside
able
little
to,
hole
yeah.
and stuff like that to find that, and he went in there and he got in
'Cause
there first.
And then,
It's
but
true.
I remember Zenitsu coming down, falling upside down, and cutting all the slashes.
Nah, that's not Zenitsu who did that.
I think what you remember is more towards the end once they got closer to killing
Hold on.
Daki.
Hold on. Pause it real quick.
Okay, again. So we just fact checked it, and again,
So Tengen did go down there and save, but after Zenitsu, and so we technically was both right because he said Zenitsu did do it, but whatever. But so if I'll give Tengen close to, I still don't even think he's on Bradley's level of speed because dodging bullets after they're fired and being able to cut explosives while the fuses are still lit.
that's just a single slash. That's not even anything crazy.
But he did it fast. Oh,
He's cut the old man so fast that his bandana and his face started bleeding like way after.
Yeah, but then but look at Daki. Again, he cut her head off and she didn't even realize her head was cut off.
Yeah, but that's my thing. They both have the same feat where he cut Daki's head off, right? He cut the old man to where the old man did like several back jumps, right? And was like, all right, I'm about to go again. And all of a sudden his thing went.
Again,
like, come on.
Again, to me, Daki's still more impressive because she didn't even realize she had her head cut
He
off.
didn't realize he got cut either.
I know, but I'm saying, okay, getting a little cut is way different than your whole head being sliced off. And
Okay,
it was so precise, she didn't even realize.
And he cuts Ed's spear at the same speed where it didn't even, gravity didn't even affect it. He's just,
But again, my whole point at the beginning
what
of
is the
this
issue
is
here?
that it's comparable.
And once again, Bradley has better cutting feet. He cut through steel. We never seen Tengen cut through steel. He cut through steel multiple times. When has Tengen ever cut through steel? I'll wait.
Again, another thing is too. Here, how about this? Another thing. Nichiren swords are better than steel swords, to my understanding, right? To my understanding, are they not?
I don't think that's true. When did they ever say that?
Sure. Or even if that's not the case, right? Tengen swords are much thicker, much larger blades. We've seen Bradley's swords break before in the show.
Mm-hmm.
All it takes is about one time. Tengen swords are for sure going to outlast Bradley's. For sure going to outlast
The
Bradley's.
only time we ever seen Bradley's sword break is when he was going against Greed, who's as hard as Diamond. Tengen's sword is not as hard as Diamond. You're not.
It
gonna
doesn't matter how hard the sword is. I'm just saying, if War of Attrition, his swords are going to break first. Tengen swords are better crafted.
We
They're
never
just a different
seen
kind of sword.
never seen Tengen cut through Diamond. So how we know?
It doesn't have to
Or
be.
Carbon. I'm sorry. Carbon skin is hard as Diamonds, which we seen Bradley deal with on multiple occasions. He fought Greed multiple times, and every time he fought Greed on 1v1, he beat Greed. Even when they jumped, he technically still beat Greed, who could harden his. He literally had to go. Greed, once again, ultimate shield is known from the homunculus as the ultimate shield, was slashing at Bradley, and he was just casually, and then put him on the back foot where Greed had to. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you could say you War of Attrition, but I'm just like, bro, obviously it's something harder. If you're going to sit here and take King Bradley's swords and go against something harder than Tengen's swords, how you going to say War of Attrition?
Because breaking a sword is also less of a material thing. It's more of a technique thing. So the very fact
That's only in certain animes. You're bringing up Zoro feats now.
I'm just saying.
Now you
I won't
bringing
go
up
too
Zoro
far in this
feats.
one. I won't go too far in this one because I don't want to necessarily like go down a wrong rabbit hole here.
Okay.
That's more or less talking semantics. But point is still being, I'm saying I think his swords are better overall. I think their speed is comparable, and I feel like I've substantiated that enough. I think Tengen is definitely physically stronger because I haven't heard you put any points to really counter that. Tengen is definitely physically stronger.
Bradley was cutting through steel. That's strength. You need strength to cut through steel. No? Am I bugging? Can anybody just pick up a sword and slash through steel easily? No, right? Am I bugging?
I don't necessarily know about that. I think it's more technique than skill.
Oh, yeah. How about this? You're cutting through a tank shell that's coming at you, or however fast it's coming at you. You don't think that takes force?
It does take force.
It does take force to a certain
Okay.
extent, but that doesn't necessarily mean.
That's one. You heard it, right?
Whoa, that's
one, right?
That's it to a certain extent. That's it to a certain extent.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah. Anyways, though, I still think that Tengen has more
Cut
physical
through concrete
strength feats.
easily.
So did
Tengen did too, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying Bradley cut through concrete easily. Cut through
And then I
steel
think the
easily.
breathing techniques give him more versatility overall.
But once again, Tengen's main breathing technique, which he relies on, it takes too long to get off for King Bradley. King Bradley, come
That's
on,
what you're saying. It took too long. You're saying it
Yeah.
took too long. But again, I want to bring up the fact that he was poisoned and injured at that point. So he's obviously not working at peak performance. So how long would it take him
no,
if he would
because
just start off the fight like
I
that?
feel like wait. Once again, he got poisoned throughout the fight. That's not.
It was very early on.
You're acting
It was
like
very
he got
early on in the
poisoned
fight.
before the fight. He's trying to say like when Jiraiya went against Orochimaru and he was already poisoned. Like he began the fight
No, the
poisoned.
fight started off. He cut off Daki's head. He didn't know how the ability worked. It was a 2v1. He was getting jumped, and he was trying to figure out what was going on, and he got poisoned.
Hey, he got. What do you mean you got to figure out what's going on? You see another demon pop in front of you.
They
Don't
have
hit.
their own blood arts. He
don't
doesn't know
let
what he
him
needs to
hit
look out
you.
for and see. I'm saying this.
Don't let them hit you.
I feel like we're gonna go all night with this
But
one.
hold on, real quick. First of all, don't let them hit you. Second of all, we've seen King Bradley shot, stabbed, missing an eye, just like Tengen, and still fighting. One of the most comparable
But
fighters.
he wasn't poisoned. Tengen was doing all that while also being poisoned. I'm just saying.
All right, guys. I feel like we're gonna have to let the audience decide with this one. Y'all are giving good close arguments. I'm more leaning towards CJ on this with King Bradley winning this, but you did bring up some very good feats, Ty.
Mo, what are you leaning towards?
I'm still leaning. It's still a tie for me because one thing that you got both speed and strength of the sword. Well, I'm like, okay, then they both even. Then, and to me, based on how you guys mentioned that, so it's coming down to maybe how they use their strength or battle IQ and other tactics that come down to it. Because swordplay and in reaction, it seemed like they're kind of even.
Yeah, nah, I'm more leaning towards CJ because I feel like the feats that with the strength and everything, I think he obviously stated with the tanks and stuff. So, y'all let us know.
Let us know what you.
Let us know who won that last one, and we hope to enjoy this debate chamber. But yeah, we'll catch you guys in another one, man. So y'all let us know.
Right.
Peace.
Bro, I'm tired.